Hey, it's Ernest from Trip Astute. In this video, I'm partnering with fellow travel content creator Chris from Yellow Productions to share our top 10 things to do in Hollywood. In today's video, we're talking about the top 10 things to do in Hollywood. And I'm joined today by...
I'm Chris. I've got a channel called Yellow Productions. I do travel guides that are fun, informative, and entertaining. And we've got our special guest, Topher. We travel the world together, and we are the internet's #1 human and stuffed panda traveling duo. Ernest, I'm looking forward to doing this video with you here on Hollywood and with Chewbacca.
Likewise. Let's get started.
All right.
So the first thing to do when you get to Hollywood is to check out the Hollywood and Highland Mall. Why would you want to visit this place? Well, the parking here is awesome. And LA, as you know, has very limited parking. So this is a really good place to get your car situated while you explore the area. The area also has a lot of restaurants and businesses that will validate for you.
And so when you come to Hollywood and Highland, be careful. This is one of LA's most dangerous intersections. You might see the street is clear and people go out and just run across it, but a lot of people might actually be jaywalking and cited for jaywalking here. Also, it's busy, people walk around, so don't be on your phone all the time because you'll be liable to get run over by some of these street performers.
The second thing to do is to admire the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This is definitely one of the most iconic streets in LA, and it's one of the main reasons that people from all over the world come to see Hollywood. There's a mix of film industry stars here, as well as music, television, and radio. It's also a fun place to people watch. People get really excited about seeing their favorite stars, even though most LA natives avoid this area because of the crowds. Still, there is a special energy here from people connecting with their favorite celebrities. The third thing to do in Hollywood is to see a musical, and there's no better place to do it than here at the Pantages Theater in Hollywood. It was opened in the 1930s, and it's one of the most beautiful theaters here in Los Angeles. It actually has some really cool Art Deco architecture, if that's your thing.
Topher and I, we've come to see a number of musicals here, and if you want to experience Hollywood Boulevard like locals experience it, locals, we really don't walk up and down this sidewalk of stars. We come for a thing, and that's generally a musical, plus dinner. So come for dinner and a show and see Hollywood from the inside. If you're standing here on the outside just looking at what's on the street, you might end up being a little depressed. So come inside and be inspired by the great Hollywood, but you gotta pay. The fourth thing to do in Hollywood is to visit the Dolby Theater. Have you watched the Oscars on TV? Then you've seen the inside of the Dolby Theater. This has been the site of the Oscars for a number of years, and actually this Hollywood and Highland Mall was purpose-built to house this theater. You can take a tour inside. They're pretty neat tours. They're short, but how often do you get to say you've sat in some of the same seats or been in the same places as some of your biggest movie stars? But you might say, well, it's expensive, right? Well, Ernest, how much is it?
It's $25, but you should book it online. It does get crowded during the weekends and during the holidays, so make sure you do it online. Also, if you happen to be visiting during one of the summer months, Hollywood's, Dolby Theater is definitely a great place to go to escape the heat and enjoy the air conditioning. The fifth thing to do in Hollywood is to visit the Chinese Theater. If you're looking for a glamorous red carpet experience, this is the place to go. Movies cost $18 to get in, and there is a tour as well. So if you want to just see the footprints outside, you don't need to take the tour.
And so the reason why you want to go in is it's one of these old, regal, historic theaters where they've got like the red curtains. It's really neat inside. But if you don't take the tour and you're just buying a movie ticket, make sure you buy a movie ticket for one of those original theaters. It has other theaters that are just normal. Don't waste your money on those. Make sure you're getting that special screening in the historic theater.
If you do have your heart set on watching a movie here, you're going to want to make sure that you check for any special events in the area. As you can see today, it is closed off. So if you have your heart set on watching something here, make sure you check the schedule.
For the sixth thing to do on Hollywood Boulevard, we're joined by a special guest, Lucy from I Love Lucy. This number is to visit the museums in Hollywood. They're not maybe like artsy, high-class museums. They're definitely of the touristy variety. This one is Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. There's also a second wax museum further down on Hollywood Boulevard.
And if museums are your thing, you may want to check out the VIP pass. It'll get you an admission into 3 of the museums, basically the Hollywood Max Museum, the Guinness World Record Museum, and also Ripley's Believe It or Not. All right, the seventh thing to do here in Hollywood is to visit the Four Ladies of Hollywood statue here at Hollywood and La Brea. It's actually not the most impressive art display here in Hollywood, but it is worth checking out, and it is a tribute to the multi-ethnic women of Hollywood.
And so it's not the most historic statue. It's actually just erected here in the 90s, but it's become a major kind of art piece on the tourist circuit through Hollywood. If you're starting your tour where we told you to at Hollywood and Highland, walk in this direction to La Brea, check this out, and then turn around and head towards Pantages, where you'll end your tour on the other side. This is basically sometimes called the gateway to Hollywood. It's basically the western gateway. The 8th thing to do on Hollywood Boulevard is to eat or drink in a famous Hollywood institution. If you've seen the movie La La Land, you'll see there's a lot of restaurants like this. They're just plain restaurants. This one has been here since 1919. It's the oldest restaurant in Hollywood. And hey, let's go take a look and see what's inside this institution. It's pretty amazing once you head inside.
So inside you'll find a lot of white tablecloths, booths, kind of that old Hollywood magical feel. You can imagine people dining in this restaurant and discussing the next Hollywood movie or script. The 9th thing to do in Hollywood is to visit the Magic Castle. This is truly a magical experience. Yes, pun intended.
Magical, all right.
But to get in is a little bit tricky. You have to actually know someone who is a member of the Magic Castle. You have to either know a magician, or what we recommend is looking for magicians on Yelp and actually contacting them directly, or looking at the schedule on the website and seeing if there's a magician that's performing soon. You can contact them directly and let them know you want to see their show, and perhaps they can get you on the guest list.
Abracadabra. The 10th thing to do on Hollywood Boulevard, and a place that you all can get into, is the Roosevelt Hotel. This place, it's right across from Hollywood and Highland. And, you know, people still walk around here. It's crazy. There's a lot of people walking. But you step through those doors, it's a bit of old Hollywood, peaceful, serene. There's a bar, and there's even a bowling alley.
So one of the cool things about this place is that it's not on any tourist type of books or even tours. It's really kind of a local place. So if you're looking for a cool place to hang out with some local LA natives, this is the place. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much, Chris, for doing this video with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you, Ernest. It's been a pleasure.
And definitely check out his channel, Yellow Productions. It's really awesome. It's got a lot of great travel tips, and I think you guys would really like checking it out.
Yeah, you'll see more from me. You'll see more from Topher, so find the link in the description below, or maybe click on this little annotation up here to watch our video about things to know before you go to Hollywood Boulevard.
Thanks, guys. And crap, I'm so horrible.
We can wait.
I'm sorry.
Pass by.
I'm sorry.
Now we have to wait.
So hard.
Pass by.
Yeah.
An unofficial thing to know is if you're making YouTube videos on Hollywood Boulevard, it can be pretty noisy. There's lots of parades that come by.